welcome to a special edition of After the Whistle. I'm Coach Moore. I'm joined with the usual suspects here, Coach Krieger and Coach Tester this evening. We have a very special announcement. But before we get to that, gentlemen, welcome to the show. And how's things going?
Well, it's going. Time don't stop.
I bet everybody's missed some Krieg time, ain't they?
Yeah, I'd say a lot of people missed quite a bit of that.
Well, mention to that, I mean, boys, Richland's softball team's gonna be pretty good this year.
We ain't got no Mance cream in here.
They use the man's cream.
Well, everybody's got their NCAA brackets. I'm sure you guys just tearing that up, aren't you?
I still got all my Final Four in it. Houston, Tennessee, Duke, and Michigan.
All my Final Four are still in there. I'm doing pretty good. I'm probably one of the better brackets I put together, but still not as good as that lady that's leading one in our bracket. Good God Almighty, she's got me in the top whatever in the country, and I think she picked her teams based on the colors or something.
Right.
But that's how it goes sometimes.
Well, I got Virginia Tech upsetting Duke in this game to make it to the Final Four, and all my team's going to be in it too.
Well, there are a lot of people that's done like that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people's picked that.
Well, speaking of Duke, I know it's we're mostly talking football, but speaking of Duke, are they lucky or was UCF unlucky?
Winners win.
Winners find a way to win. Their players made plays when they had to, and what could have been.
My question is, you're 7'6", Zion's coming at you, you're up by 3 with 20 seconds left. Let him dunk it. You're still up 1.
But
You're still up 1.
That's true.
You're still up 1.
But you're the one that said in the newspaper he won't dunk it on me.
He put himself in front of the team.
I don't know if he did that or not.
He didn't. The competitive got him, and he was wanting to block it and win the game, but he didn't.
Yeah, well, you got to box out on rebounds, and they done that. They take, or you got to finish
Patrick
those
Wade
dunks.
said the guy two-handed.
How many alley-oop dunks did you miss?
I didn't miss any.
I never missed an alley-oop dunk, and here they go. They get a chance to go up 6, and what happens? They miss the alley-oop dunk.
All the better things.
On the better things. All right. Well, it's not football season, but football is still headlining things here on After the Whistle. And we have a huge announcement this evening. That's why we got together to do this special program. And I'm going to turn that over to Coach Tester, who's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Well, we got one of our current former player of the week is going to be signing.
Former?
One of our former player of the week is going to be signing with Emory and Henry College to continue his football career. And as you see all the Emory stuff setting up here, so Mr. Derrick Endicott is going to be playing for the Emory and Henry Wasps next season. And he was a big contributor to the Golden Wave this season. I think he had 1,223 all-purpose yards. And
Hey, you wrote it right on his helmet there.
yeah, I was Coach Plymel did that. So anyway, Coach Plymel said I think out of the whole season he touched the ball 200 and some times.
Yes, 13 times.
There was a couple, things that stand out in my mind. I watched him a couple games that I got to see him, and they was all big plays in each game. And I watched him play against Y Central, and I watched him play against Hurley, and I actually watched him play against Tazewell. There was 2 or 3 plays in each game that I thought that he made that determined the ball games in those things. And like I said, talked with Coach Wellenhofer and Coach Newsom up at Emory and Henry, and they are excited as they can be to get their hands on him, and we couldn't be more happy for him here at Bellacino's and After the Whistle, and just hope he can continue, and we'll see him play on Saturdays. And Coach, I just want to ask you, I know he's been a 4-year player for you, and just talk a little bit about what it's going to be like not having next year.
That's our big concern right now. You just can't replace a Derrick Endicott because you don't have that person that's going to get in the mix of huddle defense and offense, and the kid is going that leads you in every phase, and you're going to miss him because you just don't have that kid, and it's hard to replace those quarterbacks, and Krieger, you realize that. You can usually replace a kid here and there at wide receiver, but to replace a quarterback, especially with 3 years starting experience, it's super challenge for us.
He wasn't the type of quarterback care to get dirty, unlike some others that I know, but he didn't care to get mixed up a little bit either, did he? Coach?
Well,
He a little bit faster than me.
Like we talked, even compliment to Tom, compliment to any kid that played quarterback for us. The game's changed.
Oh yeah.
And the game is giving you that zone read, and it's giving you that option to throw it or run it. And Derrick knew when to make wise decisions, and he knew when we had to, we had to go. We had to. Time wasn't on our hands, wise, and he kept us in the game with 200 some yards running. He ran the ball 200 some yards, but instead of, and then you just take all those intangibles of quarterback. Derrick had them all.
Boys, y'all forget, I mean, another thing, he played defense as well. I didn't have to do that, but as a quarterback, you're gonna have to know what everybody's supposed to do. He has to call the play. Two, he's gonna have to stop and look around to see if everybody's lined up right. There's a lot of stuff that comes with it. He touches the ball every play. Boys, it's tough.
A lot of
I mean,
responsibility.
yeah, it's a tough place to be. It's a tough place to be.
I can recall a couple of those moments. He's talking about him playing defensive back. I think y'all got down early to Tazewell, 22-6 maybe at home. I can't remember. It was a key interception he came up with that just flipped the momentum of the game, and it was like a different ball game. After that, it was just a different.
You take that instance. You take J.I. Burton,
Oh,
where
J.I.
they
Burton,
could not
big game.
throw the ball. We had them where we wanted them. We were a 2-score lead. We have to replace Derrick at cornerback, and boom, boom, they find the airways twice on us. So, it's a double situation there, two different positions.
Also, the game at I think the game over at the Cliff at Hurley. He made a bootleg around the right end. I think was a crucial play in the game. That I think that was the determining factor.
I called that one.
Was that a fourth down?
I think it was a
Yes.
wasn't it?
And right before the play, I said, Endicott's gonna keep it, and nobody's gonna touch him, and there were no one over there, no one except us.
Yeah, we were standing.
And we wasn't playing. That was great fake on his part, and it won on the ball game.
And plus, he made Sports Center on the big hit over at J.I. Burton, so that was a big deal. Big deal for him, and we had that actually on the screen here that went off a little bit ago. So, but Coach, you got any questions for Coach Plymouth?
No, just wait on ask Derrick the Emory and Henry questions that hopefully I remember. I went there, they said.
That's what they say. Well, without any further ado, let's bring the young man on here. Derrick, come on down.
Thank you, Coach.
You're the next contestant.
Yes.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Well, tell me a little bit about how does it feel ending your career? 4-year football player at Grundy High School, 2-time state champion here a couple weeks ago. So just talk about your career a little bit and what it's been like at Grundy. Summing that all up, going into here pretty soon.
It's gonna be a transition for sure, coming from high school to college. I feel like I'm gonna have to have a different mindset and attitude going into college football, and just adjusting from there. And I honestly think if it wasn't for wrestling as tough as it is, I don't know how well I'd be able to adapt. But
That was my next question to you. Tell me a little bit about how wrestling you think can prepare you for that next step, even if it's playing football at that next level.
honestly, I've talked to some of the Emory players, and I think they've already prepared me. I think that's a big factor of my career is wrestling, and there's nothing that I don't think Emory could put me through that Grundy wrestling hasn't already.
Right.
I can say that's a fact. You'll think it is, wrestling is 100 times harder than what you'll go through at Emory.
And that's no knock on Emory, but
That's just college football,
that's just
period.
tough for the sport, the sport.
It's more like it's X's and O's, remembering stuff, like the plays went from probably 38 toss to pro over flex opposite 56 pass road, high delay 2-3. That's exactly a play,
On two.
yeah, and you gotta know what everybody's supposed to do. If you're not in shape when you get there, they're not worried about that. They'll find somebody to put in there, and you're already going in more in shape than probably half of what will be going in there to play.
So yeah, I think it's great. I think, coming up in the wrestling program, how it kind of shapes you and molds you and does a lot of things for you people don't realize. And I think transferring the wrestling over to the football field is what it, I think that's one of the main reasons that y'all have a lot of success in both sports, is They both carry, they both carry over, they carry over to each other, so, good deal, man. I know I've talked to Coach Wellenhofer and Coach Newsom, and, they're excited about you, and, couldn't ask for a better group of guys. They're real personable. I've got to meet Coach Newsom. Spoke up at their clinic a time or two, and I just sat around with them at the camps. And like I said, they're real personable, real good guys, and you couldn't be in better hands. And congratulations.
Thank you. Me and Coach Winoffer, we text and call a lot.
Yeah, he said he got practice tonight. He couldn't be here, so
Yeah, he said he was gonna try to make it, but he couldn't. He was good. You're gonna have a lot of the football knowledge there. To bring up the person that I'd like for you would have met when you were there. He had passed away last month. My coach, Coach Wacker, he died last year, but he still goes to football games, still talks to the players. I would like for you to got to meet him. Very good coach, and he was a big part of Emory and Henry football there in the early '90s or late '80s and early '90s, and he was a big. For me and Coach Church and my cousin David and some of us, he really helped us out a lot, and I'd like for you got to meet him, but you're in good hands with Coach Newsom and Coach Wellenhofer. A lot of football knowledge there. You got some
former county players up there. You got Ethan Dillo up there. I think he's going to be a senior this year, and I think he's a 3-year starter maybe on the offensive line. So he'll be back and he'll be up there. And I think you got Brady Justice up there. He's recovering from an ACL injury right now. He's actually, we'll be going back in the fall. So got some other Buchanan County boys up there too. Got Logan Justice up there, and so you got a couple Buchanan County guys up there. So
a long lineage of Buchanan County players that have went through there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to see how we flow together. I feel like we have good chemistry already coming from Buchanan County, so just work with what I got up there.
Coach, you got any more?
What are you going to try to play? Quarterback, defensive back, or whatever they tell you, or?
I think both me and the coaches know that I'm a pretty flexible player, pretty flexible athlete. So I think that they're going to give me a shot at whatever positions they think that I fit best, and whatever they think best, whatever I think best is what it'll be, whether it be quarterback, wide receiver.
Or whatever they got coming in and fill you in, because you can play receiver.
Great answer, man. Great answer.
It is. I mean, you just want to play.
Wherever the team needs me.
Wherever it is.
But it's crazy. I mean, when you go, it's going to be overwhelming. When I went, it got for the first week. They put that traveling list up there, and the only way I went was our punter got hurt, and they said, "Can anybody punt?" And I went, "Me." I said, "I'll hold your field goals too." So I went as a punter. I mean, so it's any way you can get on that bus. Like you just answered, get on that bus, because it's you want to play. It's fun. Playing at 1 o'clock is fun. I thought Friday nights were good, which they were. I loved them. I mean, I wouldn't have changed it, but playing on Saturdays at 1, it's fun.
Yeah, they have atmosphere up there. It's pretty good. At 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Now if you start losing, it's rough too. They're crazy. They're crazy. They got some crazies there.
Man, we just want to wish you good luck. Coach, you got any more questions for him? And we appreciate you, and just keep it going, and we'll hope to see you on Saturday, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. Here we got Derrick Endicott and E&H. Anybody else in the news you guys want to talk about, mention right before we dismiss you?
Well, like we're talking out there, I was talking with Coach Tass Robertson there about the NCAA wrestling, talking about how good it was. Virginia Tech got their first ever national champion.
As an 8 seed, wasn't he?
Yeah, freshman. If I'm not right, was he a freshman?
8 seed freshman.
So will he be a 4-timer, or is it that hard?
Pretty hard.
But he upset a couple people there, and
It's like Tech's gonna upset Duke.
Yeah,
Friday.
that's what I'm saying. Well, I'll tell you what, that's before we get out of here, let's make gives people a head up on some things that's coming up in the fall, and then we'll make a final pick on who we think's gonna win it all. How about that? Couple things we're looking at doing, we're gonna introduce, of course, we maybe change the setup a little bit and add a few more little bells and whistles to the show. use something besides wrapping tape to hold our camera up over there, and maybe get us a real tripod and all that stuff, and who knows, maybe one day get us a real cameraman, might catch that pistol. We didn't catch it.
We didn't hear it.
He didn't hear it. Anyhow, but we get us some more stuff, and we're gonna have Hoyt's hot pick of the week. You guys saw Hoyt there the other day.
I did.
I said him to you, Hoyt's gonna be with us next year, and he's gonna give us 2 lock picks of the week every week, and got a few other things in line, so we hope that maybe the show will be a little bit bigger, and hopefully we do some live shows as well.
And if you have anybody out there that, like Derrick, is signing and wanting to go to college and wanting to get their name out there, and this is good recognition for Emory, good recognition for Derrick, just holler at us, and if we can do it, we'll come down here at Bellacino's and set it up and do whatever we can for you.
If you want this on your local radio show, call your local radio station, tell them to contact us. We'll see what we can do and work out a deal with them, and get this on prior to your team's home games on Friday night. Well, not even home games, but whatever games you're covering there. So, we're not limited to one radio station. We could be on several. With that being said, let's make our final picks. NCAA, who's gonna win?
UNC.
UNC. I'll go with you.
I'm afraid he's right, but I'm not picking them. I'm going with the UT Volunteers.
Volunteers. Well, I can't even believe I'm saying it. I hate Duke, but I'm going with Duke. I think.
You think they woke them up?
Oh, yeah, well, like Patrick Wade said the other night, that it had to be the devil himself that rolled that ball off the rim, and if it being Duke, I bet it was. So I bet Duke's.
The Blue Devil, it was a Blue Devil.
Duke's gonna win it all, there's no doubt about it, so I'm gonna go on with Duke.
I'm going with Coach Barnes.
Coach Barnes, all right, you got UNC. All right, till next time, I'm Coach Ford.
Coach Tester.
Coach Trigger.
That's the wisdom.
Takes the snap, short drive, hits the quarterback.